Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be an awesome video. I have a huge announcement to make regarding my personal life, but in the meantime I'm going to be doing this. It's basically, this video is going to be all about mental health, and I am going to be taking, for the sake of this video, because I want it to be mental health related, I want to do a mental health test. Now, don't take this when you do these mental health tests. Don't take them as a definitive answer. If you feel like you're struggling, go and get support. Go to speak to your GP, speak to your doctor, and they will be able to diagnose you. These tests can't diagnose you. They're just a rough guideline. So for the sake of this video, I am going to be doing a test, but that's because at the end of it, there is something awesome that I need to tell you guys, and the test takes about 10 minutes. So let's get into it. First question: I am able to relax. I think I'm pretty relaxed now. So the scale goes from 1 not at all to 5 all the time. So I'm going to give it, am I able to relax? I'm relaxed most of the time, so I'm going to go with a 5. I tend to focus on upsetting situations or events happening in my life. I'll give that a 2, because I sometimes have a habit of, like, I will be thinking about the stuff. Feel fearful for no reason, not at all. As happy as the people around me. Now, even when I was, like, a few months back, I remember having conversations with people where they'd be like, you're too happy, you're too positive. So I'm going to give that a 5. I'm definitely as happy as most of the people. Diarrhea, constipation, or other digestive problems, that's mostly just because I eat. When I do have any problems with that, that's mostly because I tend to eat really unhealthy. Ironically, while editing this, I have a donut. And it's probably not something I should be doing. I have a dry mouth. No, I have one right now, but that's because I have thrush, I think, or I had dry mouth a couple of weeks back when I was on antibiotics. When someone snaps at me, I spend the rest of the day thinking about it. Sometimes it depends on who it is and what whether they actually mean something to me. When somebody, like, in my family has a go at me, boy, do I get upset about that. No matter what I do, I can't get my mind off my problems. Disagree with that one. Easily alarmed, frightened, or surprised. I can't think of a case. And when you answer these questions, by the way, you're supposed to go over the last couple of weeks. I experience shortness of breath or choking feelings. No. Only time I have done is when I had a chest infection. So that doesn't count. My muscles are tense, aching, or sore. I'm a little bit sore today, but that's because I actually did a bit of exercise yesterday, so fun. My muscles are tense, aching. Oh wait, I didn't actually answer that one. No. So on to the next page. I have sweaty or cold, clammy hands. They're a little bit cold, but that's because my room is very cold. I spend time wondering why I feel the way I do. Not particularly. I know that's anxiety for you. I am afraid of crowds, being left alone in the dark, or of strangers or traffic. Afraid of crowds, not particularly. Left alone. To be perfectly honest, I'm happy to be left on my own anyway. The dark, no. Strangers, no. Traffic, no. I faint or feel like fainting. Can't remember the last time I felt like I was going to faint. I have difficulty swallowing or have a lump in my throat feeling. Obviously, when I had my chest infection again, I did. Most of these symptoms are just things I had during that. I experienced twitching, trembling, or shaky feelings. I have twitching in my eye occasionally. I don't know. I think that's just because I look at screens way too much. I think a lot about why I do the things I do. No. Easily irritated. Definitely not. Futile. No, I'm going to have to disagree. Hot and or cold flashes, nope. I think about all the things I have not yet accomplished. Sometimes, but I don't think that's an anxiety thing. I think that's more of a, like, things I want to accomplish thing. Trouble falling or staying asleep. Yes, but that's just because I have a bad sleeping pattern. I feel dizzy or lightheaded. Only when I'm ill. I feel tired. I'm just not a morning person anyway. I am decisive. Again, sometimes. Not really. It just depends on what it's about. So for them ones, I'm going to go in the neutral zone. I'm afraid of what awaits me in the future. Definitely not. I'm so looking forward to the future. And in 2 weeks' time, you'll see why. I get numbness and or tingling feeling in my extremities. Nope. I have difficulty concentrating or remembering things. No. Again, I think it just depends. I'm going to be saying that with a lot of things. So I have palpitations, pounding heart, or accelerated heart rate. No. I have to empty my bladder frequently. No. I can think about a problem for hours and still not feel that the issue is resolved. I'm trying to think of a case. Trying to think of an example. Think about a problem for hours. No. Usually, if I can think about a problem for like maybe an hour or so, and I'll be like, right, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to get over it. Think about how unsatisfied I am with my life. Hell to the no. I worry a lot, no. I feel tense or on edge, no. I have headaches or neck pain, no. Now, see, if this was a couple of months back, my answers would be completely different. I worry about my health or dying. Occasionally, not about dying, but my health, I'm like, yeah. I've been ill a lot already this winter. I went out the other day, got caught out in the rain, and I have a cold again. After literally being over one for 2 weeks, I have a cold again. So you may notice that I look a bit like Rudolph. That's why. I have nightmares. No. I have less interest in activities that I normally enjoyed. Let me think. No. I feel good about myself. Yeah, I'll give that one a 5. I feel like I'm losing control. No. In fact, if anything, I think I've gained control more. To me, this world is a scary place. Definitely not. This is going to come back being like, why are you even doing this test? Overall anxiety, 12. According to your test results, you have a very low anxiety level. In fact, it's much lower than most people's. This is most likely a result of your positive attitude, high self-esteem, and well-developed coping skills and strategies. Yes. Right, intro. Graphs. Let me see the graphs. I want to see the graphs. Oh. I have to pay for that. Whereabouts did I get? You're able to keep stressful events in perspective, whether it's through the sheer will of your inner strength or some other anxiety relieving strategy. Whatever the case, when things cause you anxiety, you seem to handle them quite well. Others probably admire your ability to keep it together. They probably don't, and may even turn to you in their own times of crisis. Just remember that if you do occasionally get stressed like the rest of the world, that's okay. You're only human. Oh, trust me, don't I know about that one. So basically the reason why I'm doing this video is just to announce that I am now officially off my anxiety medication. I'm now able to just be me for the first time since I was 18. That's when I got put on the tablets, and now I'm off them. First time in over 5 years, or about 5 years. So I did go out and celebrate with my friends, but there was only one of them that wouldn't have minded being on camera, so I decided that it wasn't really worth videoing it. But I did plan on having a load more people there, and celebrating, but that just never happened. So, well, it did, but there was only literally 4 of us there, and one person I'd never even met before. So it felt awkward being like, oh, hey, be on my YouTube channel. So that was why I was super excited about today's video, but that ended up not happening. So instead I decided I would do this and make the announcement that I am, I wouldn't say I'm anxiety free. There's still moments where I'm like, oh, but for the most part I'm fine. But again, don't do this, if you think that you're struggling with anxiety, don't take tests and just be like, oh, well, I suffer with anxiety. Speak to a professional, get some help, and like after 5 years, I'm now able to cope much better than I was before, literally just because I have focused, I've changed my way of thinking, so now, that's literally it. The medication helped keep me balanced, and then I'm now able to cope because in my mind I know what anxiety is, I know ways of coping, so I'm able to just relax. Even when, like, there's an example I can think of, when we were travelling back from Rhodes, my mum was getting super panicky, and she was having to go. The plane was like an hour late, and she was panicking, going, "Oh, but what if we were at the wrong place? What if all these what ifs?" And I'm just there like, "It's okay. We'll get home eventually. It'll be fine." And we did. So, and then another example, the person I went to upload with, Sophie, she has been on the channel before. She's an awful traveller. Sorry to, mention you in this, Sophie, but and when we went to London, she freaked out. She was panicking. She was going, "You don't know where you're going," and I was like, "I know where I'm going," and she just kept going on. "You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going. You said you knew where you're going." We ended up finding the place, of course, and then on the way back, she was still like, "You don't know where we're going," and I'm like, "I remember the way." So people tend to panic a lot when travelling, and I'm just there calm, like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm headed. So I honestly wouldn't have been able to do that before I started being on medication, and then through the medication and through experience, I'm now able to be out on the other side. Obviously, I'm not fully clear yet, though, because the medication takes 28 days to get out your system, and I have done it. So the last tablet I took was a week ago today. A week ago today. It was the 28th of November, so it was, a week. And I was so that was my last tablet. So it's been a week, so obviously I've still got another 3 weeks to go before it's out my system. So by about Christmas, I should be fully me. So let's hope that I can stay. Fingers crossed, I can stay as positive as I am, even once all the medication is out of my system, and hopefully I can carry on with the motivation to do YouTube, because that's the one thing I am a little bit worried about, is that I may lose my motivation a little bit. But as of right now, I'm perfectly fine. In fact, I would say my head is clearer and I'm a lot more positive than I was even on the tablets. So, I wouldn't say a lot more positive, I was positive enough. I haven't suffered with anxiety since January, and that's just because I was doing something really stressful. But yeah, so you may notice as well, I have changed my YouTube profile picture, my banner. That's pretty much just going to be a placeholder for now, unless people like it. I'm hoping I might be able to get someone to do me a better one, I don't know. But yeah, so let me know what you think of everything. Let me know what you think of my banner, my profile picture, because I personally think that they suit me really well. All it is it's Shar-Pei with my name underneath, and for people who know me knows that I love Shar-Pei. So let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think, and remember to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I think that's it. Subscribe if you haven't, and until the next video, I will see you then.